Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and Golden Week is fast approaching over here on JP Dokkan. That will be the next dual Dokkan Fest celebration that's going to happen on JP. Now, if we take a look at the calendar, last year for Golden Week on the 26th, we actually got Trunks and Zamasu, the dual Dokkan Fest for Golden Week at that time. And then, of course, I believe it was on the 1st of May, we had a special step-up banner to celebrate the new era in Japan. Now, I don't think there's going to be a step-up banner as part of this Golden Week celebration. I think that was kind of like a one-off time for last year, again, to celebrate the new era in Japan. And then they did eventually add in that extra step-up banner on Global, I presume, just to make things fair, which is, very good that they did that, right? But I don't think we'll probably see another one of those coming up. But, if you are a JP free-to-play player, it would be worth holding on to your stones. Like let's say you're someone that's saving just for Golden Week, right? So for the next couple weeks, you're not using stones. It would probably be worth it to wait until the 1st to see if they do any shenanigans again. Because the thing about Dual Dokkan Fest these days, if we pull up the, right here, the Trunks and Zamasu, they were 300 hours. So, that, the actual, 3+1 multis, that would go into May. So, there's plenty of time to just sit there and then sort of wait and weigh your options before you really dive in. So, what we're going to do with this video is I want to take a look at the past Golden Week units and then look at what we might see for Golden Week. Now, I did talk with the homie Goresh about this a little bit, but personally, the main choice not my main choice, but the most likely thing I could see coming for Golden Week is probably Resurrection F stuff. So maybe a Golden Frieza, a transforming Golden Frieza, Blue Vegeta, Blue Goku exchange unit, a Resurrection F story event revamp. There's a lot they could do there. I think that's very, very, very possible. I mean, we also, here on JP, we got the global first units from December, the Blue Goku and Vegeta, who are amazing versions of those Resurrection F characters, but it would not shock me for them to make better versions right away. And then also, 2 of the Golden Friezas, the AGL and Golden Friezas, are going to be getting an EZA tomorrow night, actually. So, a couple of Resurrection F characters actually did just get some big-time buffs. And one reason I think the natural sort of progression to go into Resurrection F is because they just did do a lot of Battle of Gods stuff, right? We had LR God Goku come out, we have Beerus came out, Whis came out, all of those units actually released. So I do think it's very, very very plausible that some sort of Golden Frieza / Goku and Vegeta dual Dokkan Festival would work. And I really would like them to bring the exchange mechanic back. There's no reason for them not to do that again. So Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta card that, has the exchange mechanic, I think would be very, very interesting, right? So, right here, this was Golden Week from 2017. We have Gogeta and Janemba. Of course, they were amazing units upon release. Gogeta was thought of as the best TUR in the game when he first came out. I think there are probably some people that probably like Super Saiyan 4 Goku a bit better because of his raw damage. But, Gogeta, with his attacks effective against all types, along with the Super Int team, which was really good at the time, prepare for battle over in a flash experienced fighters, he was just so good, right? And then, of course, Janemba was very, very solid as well. We do have their banners. Now, one thing about Golden Week really is a true big-time celebration over here on JP, and then they usually adapt this and then parts of the Tanabata celebration into the thank you celebration for Global sometime in November, December-ish. The area is usually what they do it. Now, again, Golden Week is a big string of holidays in Japan. I don't know how impacted, it'll be very impacted by the global pandemic currently going on, right? So I don't know if that'll really impact the Golden Week celebration here on JP or what, right? Because, there is sort of the quarantine going on everywhere. So, we'll see if that has any bearing on the game. But typically, this Golden Week celebration is one of the big celebrations of the year. If we look at this Gogeta banner, it is absolutely absurd how good his banner was at the time. Because this guy had literally only come out the month before. Literally okay, let's see. So Gogeta is April 28th, 2017. This Goku came out on March 18th. He was the Saiyan Day unit of 2017. So like this would be like if Bardock, EGL Bardock, was on the upcoming Dual Dokkan Fest banner. That's how insane that would be, right? And then, of course, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, who, I mean, we all know how insane he was when he first came out. And, you know, he was on another banner so soon. I believe Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta was on a banner before this, the Super 17 banner, which I think was right around April Fool's Day. But, like, you know, this is crazy. Super Saiyan 4 Goku right here. Huge being on this banner. So this banner was insane. Then this Janemba banner right here. Cooler had come out in March as well. Wow. Yep, yeah, he sure did. Then you're a New Year's unit. Mass Saiyan again was a unit that came out on Saiyan Day. So you have a bunch of units that had just released on these banners, just further cementing that this Golden Week celebration was just insane that year. Absolutely crazy. Then the next year we had Blue Vegeta and Jiren. Now this was a little bit different. This was not a dual Dokkan Fest. There was one banner carried by the new Blue Vegeta. I believe Vegeta was new, and so was Dispo. Those two units were new. Jiren was actually not new at the time. Jiren released on Saiyan Day of 2018. So it's like that was the same thing where he was out on a banner, and then they brought him back and gave him his Dokkan Awakening when Evolution Blue Vegeta came out. Honestly, it didn't really make sense why they didn't Dokkan Awaken Jiren right away. UI Goku did make sense because, you know, it would have spoiled, you know, his transformation had not even been revealed in the anime yet. So that's what, like, the way Dokkan handled UI Goku, I actually don't have a problem with, especially because after this Jiren card, it's something they've never done again. See, the scary thing was that they would do what they did with UI Goku, where they dropped his SSR but didn't awaken him, didn't drop a Dokkan event at the same time, and then in the future, they would begin doing that a lot, where they're just dropping these SSRs but not awakening them right away, which would really kill, I think, a lot of the hype. But besides UI Goku and Jiren, they've never done that again. So that's very good, right? And, you know, it's been years now since that happened. So not really too much of a concern there. These two units are both still very good, by the way. But again, their banner was definitely... Now, this was a huge step down. Like, dude, look how horrible this banner is. You have 3 Dokkan Fest exclusives on here. This is a horrible, horrible banner in hindsight. But times were different back then. This was when the Dragon Ball Super, remember, had just finished airing. Hype was huge around these characters. So, like, you could do something like that back then, right? Just, you know, UI Goku, the day he debuted in the anime back in October of 2017, they had his banner up the same day, hours after the episode. Like, you know, just insane levels of hype. And then here, they could release this horrible banner basically anchored by just Blue Vegeta, the new unit, and it completely got to top grossing easily and was just very awesome. He's a transforming unit, very, very strong, right? And then, of course, we move on to last year, which, again, was a dual Dokkan Festival for Trunks and Zamasu. Remember that they came out in April 26th. You know, I think it would be very similar, very close right there. Well, actually, let me pull Blue Vegeta back up very quickly. I didn't actually look at the date of when Blue Vegeta came out. What date was that? The 26th as well. Okay, so there we go. So the 26th is very, very likely to be when we are going to see the Dual Dokkan Fest banner. Now, I do want to point out that tomorrow we'll get a data download, which will have the 3 EZAs, Trunks, the 2 Golden Friezas, and it should be LR Krillin. Those should be the 4 units in that data download. Then on the 15th, I expect a summonable LR. Maybe Jiren, because we haven't gotten another Jiren card. I think Jiren would make a lot of sense. Kefla, Gohan, and Piccolo, some summonable LR like that. Probably sometime between the 16th to the 18th, we should get V-Jump. Now, they have shown... I don't think they showed Gogeta and Janemba in V-Jump 3 years ago, because I remember it being a surprise when in the news they put the teaser for the Dokkan event and it was Gogeta and Janemba. Like, we were all surprised by that, right? Like, you know, some people thought we could get a new Gogeta, but it wasn't like, you know, like, oh, we knew that was coming, right? Whereas 2 years ago, Evolution Blue Vegeta was in V-Jump. Jiren was not. His Dokkan Awakening was not. And then last year, Trunks and Zamasu were both in V-Jump as well. So they typically do show the Golden Week Dokkan Festival exclusive units in V-Jump. So we should know, again, 16th to the 18th when V-Jump leaks come out, we should know what the Golden Week dual Dokkan Festival celebration is going to be. The Trunks and Zamasu banner, again, was ridiculously hype. Now, did these have 8? No, these only had 8 in global. Very unfortunate. I mean, at least it was good units added to it. Kid Goku and Metal Cooler, but still very, very weird. This banner was pretty good because they brought back Gogeta. Now, Gogeta was following the same rules as Evolution Blue Vegeta and UI Goku because at the time, the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie had just like aired, and then boom, we get Blue Gogeta in the game. And then over on Zamasu's banner, we had Dragon Ball Super Broly, making these banners very, very tantalizing for a lot of players, right, to potentially get Broly or that Blue Gogeta. So I do expect that these upcoming banners are going to have, I don't know. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta are very possible. I do think Bardock is possible. I think Beerus is possible. Units that recent are all possible to be on the Golden Week banners. I think Android 13, you can almost hammer him home, will be on the Extreme Class banner, whatever villain comes out. I do have a couple of ideas of what we could see for Golden Week. Of course, we're starting with what I think is most likely, and that is a Golden Frieza. Now, if we take a look at Golden Frieza, I mean, look at this. We have not gotten a new, like, good Golden Frieza unit in forever. I mean, this guy is just a free-to-play unit that came out with the Broly movie, right? But outside of that, these 3 TUR Golden Friezas came out when? 2016. So, they could easily do an LR Golden Frieza standalone, or we could also get a Final Form Frieza, because these two, this guy right here, the SCR1 and then the AGL1, they're solid units, but they could be replaced easily. So, I mean, there's a hole at Frieza Final Form and Golden Frieza. I do think eventually, I would expect we would see a Final Form Frieza that transforms into full power Frieza, but, maybe not. Maybe they'll do it, Final Form Frieza transforming into Golden Frieza instead. But I think, either an LR Golden Frieza standalone or Final Form Frieza transforming into Golden Frieza, plus, I think a combo card, again, of Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta would be amazing, right? So, the card would start out as Blue Goku. At a certain point, whenever you can activate his active skill, the animation would be him getting shot with Sorbet, Vegeta coming in and taking over, right? I think that would be very, very cool. The only thing is, I could see a unit like that having a transformation of, an HP restriction, which is never, ever, ever what we want. HP restrictions are absolutely the worst, right, for transformations. So we would not want to see that for sure. We could also potentially get a standalone Blue Goku or a standalone Blue Vegeta. Blue Vegeta is way more stacked than Blue Goku is. If we take a look at Blue Goku, this Kaioken Blue Goku, he's good, but he's good, right? This new Goku is really good. I do like him better than the Blue Kaioken Goku, but there's just not nearly as many Blue Gokus as there are Blue Vegetas, right? So, I would say it's more likely, if anything, that we would just get a blue. Well, the only thing is, they did just add the Blue Kaioken Goku, event. Even though he has a different name, he's not just Super Saiyan Blue Goku, he's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, right? They did add it to this one right here. So, it's crazy to me. Because I don't know, so maybe they would just do a Vegeta? This would be the third Dokkan Fest exclusive Blue Vegeta, because we have this guy, we got that guy, and we get another one. So, they could do transforming base forms versions. Oh yeah, there's definitely a hole here, because that guy's really good, but he's not a Dokkan Festival exclusive level good character. The 50% support sure is, but he's not going to be on Movie Heroes and Realm of Gods and categories like that. So they could do a base form Vegeta transforming into Blue Vegeta. That would be super cool. They could also do that with Goku. Now, Goku, I think, for base form is a little bit better. We did just get a Dokkan Festival exclusive for this guy not too long ago. There is, of course, 1000 Day LR Goku, who is still quite good, actually. I've used him since I've gotten him, and I've been very impressed. He's actually still a good unit, even though he came out this damn long ago, right? 2017 of October, and he is still quite the strong unit. So we could get a base form Goku transforming into Blue. There's many different options, but I think they're going to move into Resurrection F sometime soon. I do think they will go back to the Buu Saga, by the way. I actually did not bring them up, but it just occurred to me. I do think a Buuhan / Vegito dual Dokkan Fest celebration could be very possible. Maybe some people would be surprised. It would be really weird of them to release a new base form Vegito. That's the only thing. you know, he would be on the Buu Saga, whereas the LR one is not on Buu Saga, and like the LR is on Time Travelers, and he's on Realm of Gods, which, you know, one from the Buu Saga would not be. But that certainly would just be very odd for them to just do that. So, I mean, they could release a new Super Vegito. Super Vegito is quite honestly a character of such level of hype that they could just do that. I mean, the EZA AGL Vegito is pretty nice. The physical Vegito is pretty nice, but like, what if they just released by far and away best TUR in the game, Super Vegito, for Golden Week? Would anyone complain? No, I don't think so. I mean, people would say, oh, another Vegito, but then they would summon. Like, Vegito, another Saiyan, but then they'd use all their stones. So, yeah, it could happen. And then Buu, I mean, Buu just sucks. Every Buu card in the game sucks, basically. I mean, it's not actually that bad, right? Like, this guy's pretty good. You know, this guy's good for, like, Extreme Super Battle Road in general. This guy he's okay. I mean, this guy, when he gets his Awakening into the 50% support, is going to be insane. Quite honestly, he's going to be the most usable version of Majin Buu, I would say. Buu Kid Babidi is actually pretty solid. Mr. Buu is okay. You know, and physical Kid Buus are okay. But, like, there's just a bunch of okay units. They need to release a brand new, you know, Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan, who is just like a god of a unit. That's what they need to do. Like, I think if they did dual LRs, LR Standalone Super Vegito and LR Majin Buu Ultimate Gohan, that would be really cool for Golden Week for sure. Okay, so we can get rid of those. Get rid of that. I do think going back into GT that right now makes sense because they have not done GT since the 4th year anniversary. It's just insane. Obviously, we need more GT stuff for sure. And look, Baby is so shafted, it's almost insane. Because, like, he has all these different forms. He is a very interesting villain. He possesses everyone. Like, you could make a full free-to-play team a la the Ginyu Force or Bardock Squad with these guys. You know, give them Awakenings. You know, we have this amazing dominant LR. Give us a Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Baby 2 card, and you could run them next to each other. Boom. Artificial Life Form category leader / Baby Saga leader? Yes, please. That could carry a dual Dokkan Fest. You want to know why? Because guess who they drop him with? Is Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, he wouldn't be standalone Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I don't think they would do that with this guy there. But this guy could be important in a second. If we go... Actually, I want to pull you up as well. Any of these GT Gokus, honestly, he could base Goku, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. They could have a version of that Goku, any of them, that transforms into Super Saiyan 4, whichever one they decide. I think the best way for them to do it would be this. Super Saiyan 3 Goku GT, all we have is this guy. That's it. You make him... and then Baby, a dual Dokkan Festival. I mean, Baby could be transforming, or he could just be Super Baby 2. It doesn't really matter with him. Because, you know, we don't really have a good Baby Vegeta or... Super Baby 1, his TUR of the LR is like... He's like, okay, he's passable. But, like, giving us a Dokkan Festival exclusive version of that character would be good, right? But, like, this Goku right here is okay. Like, well, he's solid. Attack and defense 90% at start of turn. Rainbow, this guy's actually... He'll be good, for sure. But, like, you could replace him. Dokkan Festival exclusive, he transforms into Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Who is skipping that banner? No one. No one. People would summon for that. Guess what? That would work. That would be a celebration that would make bank. Baby and Super Saiyan 4 Goku, obviously. Now, then, if we look at the Super Saiyan 4 Gokus, right? When Super Saiyan 4 Goku was first released... and then they released the Shadow Dragon Saga. This guy was not on it, much to the chagrin of everyone. Everyone was like, what? Why is this guy not on the Shadow Dragon Saga? Then they released this Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the LR, who is on Shadow Dragon Saga. So, this Goku is from the Baby Saga, even though they messed up. When Goku does the 10 times Kamehameha in the Baby Saga, it's blue. It doesn't turn red until after the Baby Saga. You could go watch, go look it up. So they did make a mistake with this guy, but he's obviously going to be part of the Baby Saga category when they release it. So they do what I said, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then Super Baby 2 Dual Dokkan Fest Celebration. Then they could easy this guy. All they have to do, literally, you keep him exactly the same. Just give him like 100% defense and you're done. That's it. Just like 80% defense, 70% defense. That's all you have to do because he's going to have like over 19,000 attack and his defense is going to be like 11,000 something. He's going to be insane. He doesn't need too much, right? And like the Super Saiyan 4s have borderline some of the best link sets in the game. I mean, Saiyan, Roar. I mean, this Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, GT, Fierce Battle, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle. Like, this guy would be so crazy. Now, he wouldn't link up great. Well, I guess he would be okay with a Super Saiyan 3 Goku because they would share GT, so they could definitely work. And then, of course, maybe if that Goku transforms super quickly, you could have 2 Super Saiyan 4 Gokus paired up next to each other. Baby Saga team. Just please try and convince me that people wouldn't summon for that. That wouldn't be, like, insanely hype. To finally, this guy, like, and again, now would be a good time to introduce Easy Ace for these guys. There's only 2 left, Vegito Blue and Rose, before they, have to either go into General Banner SSRs again, or it's time to move into the 120% leaders. So they could push this guy out now for Golden Week. It definitely could happen. One that I think is very, very likely as well, Bojack and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, this Gohan, I do not think would be transforming. We do need a better version. Yeah, this guy right here. They could release like a TUR of him, just like a banner unit or something like that, honestly, I think. Now, he will not be as good as LR Gohan right there, but he would be a good option for the movie hero team, so they should do that. Same thing with base form Gohan. Look at that. All we have is a rare for him from the Bojack movie. I mean, honestly, they could make it a base form Gohan that transforms into Super Saiyan, then transforms into Super Saiyan 2, but then it's like, it's so, dude, look at the Bojack movie. You could make a base Gohan, a Super Saiyan Gohan, and we could still get a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, because all we have is this guy and this guy. And, like, these two, and this AGL guy, he was okay, but, like, he could get a lot better. Maybe they'd ease him or something, I don't know. And then this guy he's an okay free-to-play unit, but that's it. So, like, that, again, would sell like crazy. You release him with Bojack. Now, LR Bojack is secretly still one of the best LRs in the game, but he doesn't have a great partner to, like, really activate a lot of his links. That's also good, like, offensively and defensively. Turles works tremendously with Bojack, but running Turles on rotation nowadays in difficult events can be a bit tricky, a bit scary, because Turles gets hit very, very hard. But you release a top-level Bojack. It could be either full power Bojack or just Bojack. It does not matter. Considering there's no TUR for Bojack, I would say a transforming Bojack would be likely. And then, you pair the Dokkan Fest Bojack with this LR Bojack, and it's just GG. It's just flat out GG at that point. Like, LR Bojack gets completely revitalized, and then, like, all of these different teams he's on, Revived Warriors, Movie Bosses, Full Power, Time Traveler, not Joint Forces, but Terrifying Conquerors. The Dokkan Fest Bojack would be on as well. A new Dokkan Fest Bojack that transforms could possibly be on Transformation Boost as well. I don't know if he would get Transformation Boost. He does, like, transform, right? Like, he changes, like, hair color and stuff. Like, well, I mean he looks different, right? Like, it's his skin color, that's what it is. His skin color changes when he goes into his full power form, but I don't know. I don't know if he would go on Transformation Boost. I can't, make that claim. And then, of course, tossing out a wild idea, we could get something like Super Saiyan 4 Broly or Dark Broly or something like that. Maybe like Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. They're gonna start to do hero stuff sooner or later. Golden Week would be a good time to introduce it. I think a dual Dokkan Festival of 2 Super Saiyan 4s would be a good time to introduce the Super Saiyan 4 category into the game. So maybe maybe Broly and Bardock, or Gohan and Broly. And then that way, with Broly, you of course would have a villain. Broly sells like crazy. I mean, that would just be so hype if we had Super Saiyan 4 Broly and Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, or, like, just think about it. Like, all the teams they would be on, they could have the Super Saiyan 4 category, they'd be on the Dragon Ball Hero team, they'd be on Hybrid Saiyans, Broly would be on Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, the Gohan would probably be on Time Travelers, like, it would just be insane. So, let me know what you guys think of what's coming for Golden Week. Again, we will know very, very soon, sometime in there. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.